Star versus the Forces of Evil, Season 3 is finally almost sort of kind of here. Disney XD did release a set of titles for this season. It's like the first half of the season because the last one on here is a mid-season finale, 1 hour special thing. So I've written them down right here, and I'm going to try and go over some of them. I don't know if we're going to have time to go through all of them, but we're going to try and go through some of them, and I'm going to give my ideas on what these episodes might be about. As far as I know, there's no description of these episodes yet released. There could be, I don't know, but since I don't know, it's gonna be speculation on what I think these episodes are gonna be like. So let's get into it. So the first episode is called "Scent of a Hoodie," and the episode with it is going to be "Rest and Pudding." So I really hope they kind of put that on there backwards, because Rest and Pudding most likely is going to deal with Glosseric's death or his return or something to that effect, because it just seems to make a whole lot of sense. It's like Rest in Peace, except Rest in Pudding. Glosseric loved pudding. It sort of goes together, so I feel like that's going to be about. So I kind of hope that comes before Scent of a Hoodie. But anyway, Scent of a Hoodie seems like it might just involve possibly the hoodie that Star kept from Marco. I really feel like it might have something to do with Marco is just like he loses his favorite or lucky hoodie, which is probably just the exact same hoodie as all the other hoodies, just a plain red hoodie, but he thinks it's lucky or special or something. Anyway, what I think is going to happen there is that something is going to steal it, and they're going to look for it. They're going to hunt for it, sort of speak, and that's going to be an episode. I say this because in the intro, it does show some sort of knight carrying Marco's hoodie on like a spear or something, and it shows Star, use some sort of blast on the knight. The knight gets hit, but I think it escapes. But anyway, I feel like that's what's going to happen. This knight, whatever it is going to steal his hoodie, and they're going to lead to a whole episode where it's sort of a scent for the hoodie. They're going to look for the hoodie, more or less. So there's a whole bunch more episodes on here. So let's just go to the next one that was on the list. On the list here. So it's Club Snubbed and Stranger Danger. So I feel like Stranger Danger might involve an episode where we see kind of a new character, so to speak, and that sort of becomes a whole thing or something. I'm not really sure what to expect from that one, but it seems that we're just going to see a new character, and it's going to be sort of involving this character. Actually, before I continue, I want to mention that I'm a little bit disappointed because it doesn't seem like Eclipse is going to be a direct thing we deal with, possibly till the mid-season finale. It doesn't seem like it's going to really deal with that at all in any shape, form, or fashion. So that was really weird for me to see this list. But anyway, so Club Snubbed, I feel like is going to have something to do with Princess Ponyhead and Star. Maybe they're going to another club, or maybe they're looking for a new club in replace of the Bounce Lounge. So I feel like that's what that episode is going to be about. They're just going to kind of look for that. It's going to might just be kind of a girls' night out type episode or something. They're looking for a new place to sort of replace the Bounce Lounge. So I feel like that's what that episode is going to be about. And then again, Stranger Danger is probably just going to be about some kind of they meet a new character or something. But anyway, the next one is Demonicism and Sophomore Slump. So Sophomore Slump was really surprising for me to see on that list, because it seemed this season didn't seem like it's going to involve school really much at all, and now we're seeing like Sophomore Slump, so that seems a little strange, but it might have something to do with one of the other characters, or maybe they just go back to school and it doesn't just take place purely through the summer. But I'm not really sure what that could be about. Maybe there's some sort of tradition or something involving the school that they have some sort of. I don't really know. It involves school in some way, but Demonicism was very interesting because from the intro for Battle for Muni, all those episodes, it seemed that Tom was going to be sort of fully redeemed, so to speak, and be part of the team in a way. So this might be the episode where he actually approaches them, possibly with a problem, some sort of problem, and he asks for their help, and then that just turns into possibly the flashback that I was talking about in a previous video, where it's just he's giving them different stories about their past and stuff to sort of deal with it. But anyway, the next episode on that list was Lint Catcher and Trial by Square. So the Trial by Square, I feel like might have something to do with the cube thing, the truth or dare cube thing from Star's sleepover episode. So I don't know why, it just seemed like that was like the first thing that popped in my head when I heard that. I don't know what kind of trial they might be, going through, unless it could possibly involve Ludo. Maybe he returned or something, and they do some sort of trial type thing, because maybe he's claiming to be changed and good now or something, and people are a little bit hesitant for kind of obvious reasons. But possibly that episode might just be involving, doing some sort of trial for him to see if he's actually redeemed or not. Other than that, I'm not really sure who could be really going through a trial. It might involve Eclipse in some, form, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, the Lint Catcher that was with the episode, I'm not really sure what Lint Catcher could be. So I'm kind of curious to see what that might be. I have no clue. Maybe they get shrunk down and they deal with dust bunnies or something. I don't know. But anyway, maybe Star starts a collection of lint. Who knows? I don't know what that could be about. But then we get Princess Turdina and Svtfoe. So Princess Turdina is most likely going to involve the Miss Heinous Marco sort of dynamic, where maybe Miss Heinous returns again, and it sort of turns into a situation. Actually, now that I think about this again, Trial by Square might involve Miss Heinous. But anyway, Princess Turdina, Marco, he might have some sort of has to deal with Miss Heinous again, with Star and Ponyhead and stuff, and that just becomes another episode where they kind of battle Miss Heinous. And Svtfoe seems just kind of straightforward. It's probably going to involve Star and possibly Marco with her for, obviously going through some sort of safari. Maybe Star brings them to some sort of safari type dimension. Maybe Star accidentally creates it. I'm not totally sure on what's going on, but it obviously involves a safari. Who knows? It might even be a Jurassic Park parody, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. So Lava Lake Beach and Sweet Dreams were the next one on that list. So Lava Lake Beach, I feel like this is another thing where it's like it's most likely going to involve summer, because you go to the beach in summer and stuff. But I feel like this might involve an episode where they go to Tom's dimension, the underworld dimension, whatever, and they go to a sort of beach there, and they just have sort of a vacation, and maybe something goes wrong. Maybe Tom tricked them or something. I don't know, but it's going to most likely involve the underworld and Tom, and just sort of a small vacation type thing. But anyway, the episode that comes with that, Sweet Dreams. Again, this one is a little bit where it could go a lot of different ways. It might just be an episode where they're just asleep, and it just involves a bunch of different dreams or something like that. It could just be purely a dream episode where they just show some of their dreams or something. Maybe Star uses some kind of spell to go into Marco's dreams or something, or something, and that turns into a whole thing where maybe, I don't know, this just Sweet Dreams is kind of, it could be a lot of things. Just it involves dreams in some way, but maybe Star uses spells to go in people's dreams or something. I'm not totally sure what's going on there, but if it's not that, maybe it just involves showing a bunch of dreams. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Death Peck and Ponymonium. I'm not totally sure I'm saying that right, but Ponymonium. Ponymonium most likely is going to involve just them going to Princess Pony's head's dimension. Maybe there's some kind of event going on, like a type events that's going on, and you know their cloud dimension, whatever, and they're just going to Marco and Star are just going to go there and sort of support her while she does all of this. And Death Peck, there's another episode that suggests Ludo might be returning now. So maybe Ludo actually was revealed to actually still be a villain or something. He's going to return in that episode. Alternatively, it could just be completely something totally different, involving something like the bird that Ludo used to have. So it could be a lot of things. I'm totally sure Death Peck could mean anything, but it's definitely alien of some kind. So at the end of Battle for Muni, King River did become king of the birds or the eagles or something like that. So maybe it involves some sort of situation there. Maybe the Queen Eagle is jealous of Queen Moon or something, and they sort of have a sort of battle or something, and they just have a back and forth. I don't know. But anyway, Nightlife and Deep Dive are the next two episodes on the list. So Nightlife, this could actually be where the girls' night out type thing happens, where they just kind of go out and maybe I got to mix up. Maybe Club Snubbed isn't exactly what Nightlife is. And Nightlife is actually where they're trying to find a new bounce lounge, and Club Snubbed is something else. I still don't know. Maybe Club Snubbed involves just a club that Marco's a part of, and they just don't. Ponyhead and Star or whoever just doesn't really like it, so they jokingly call it Club Snubbed or something like that. I don't know, but Nightlife is probably just a girls' night out type episode. And then we get Deep Dive, so they're probably going to go underwater, I guess. It might also just involve Star learning more about how to dip down and sort of learn how to use our magic without a wand a little bit more. And then we get the last episode that they released the title of the mid-season finale. And it is Monster Bash, a 1 hour special or half-hour special. I don't remember. I forgot to write it down. It's on my phone though. But anyway, it's going to be a special, so it's going to be a mid-season finale, and I just feel like it's going to involve a bunch, like just straight up a party of some kind. Maybe Star is planning a party with Buff Frog and maybe Ludo if he actually is reformed and stuff, and just all different kinds of monsters and stuff that they've become friends with. And then they just kind of try and throw a party for them. Maybe they do this to sort of ease tensions between the monsters and the humans. But it could be a lot of different things too. It could also involve Queen Eclipse finally returning and having an army of monsters, and Star and Moon and Marco and everybody has to sort of deal with this. Also, it could involve a lot of different things. Just it's going to involve monsters, clearly. Maybe it's just where they're just going around attacking more monsters than usual. Maybe Marco is tired of it, or maybe Star is tired of it or something. Maybe it's some sort of annual event that that Muni does every summer, where they actually go out and directly hunt monsters as maybe a family, or maybe all together as humans go out and hunt monsters. So that could also be it. It might not necessarily be a party. I feel like it is, though. I feel like a party is sort of more of what it's going to be. But anyway, I went through the whole list. I went through the whole list. And just let me know if you think if any of these episodes are going to be about anything else than what I've said. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all those wonderful things. And I have a bunch of links that are in the description for my book, merchandise, all sorts of stuff. So go ahead and go to that as well. But that does it. That's the end of the video.